Hello, everybody! This is the OBA2 coming at you with these are my top 5 anime of all time. If I was stranded on a desert island and I could only bring 5 anime with me, 5. These would be the ones. These are my top 5 picks. They're not the top 5 best out there. Everyone has their own opinion, what they say with their top favorites or whatever, but these are my top 5. Coming in number 5 is the only one that is actually not a series but a movie. In number 5 is Princess Mononoke. Yes, Studio Ghibli's Princess Mononoke. This happens to be my favorite movie of all time, lo and behold. So, of course, it would hit my list of the top 5. This is a great series. Wonderful, wonderful English dub voice cast. Pure stars all the way across. I mean, literally, we got Jada Pinkett Smith, Billy Bob Thornton, Mina Driver, Claire Danes, Billy Crudup, Gillian Anderson. We got a massive thing here, man. This is a great movie, and that's why it's in my number 5 spot. In my number 4 spot is Welcome to the NHK. Now, this is a really dark anime. This one is about a hikikomori. This guy lives off an allowance his parents give him. He doesn't work. He doesn't go to school. He doesn't socialize outside. He just sits in his apartment watching anime and TV all day, watching porn on his computer, nothing more, nothing less. And then one day, lo and behold, a girl shows up on his door saying that she will save him. She will save him from his hikikomori ways. So this is about him and him going through the cycle with her. But things aren't always what they seem. She has a darker motive behind the reason she's doing everything. This is a dark series. It has a small section in it where they go off on a suicide trip. Basically a suicide party where the group's getting together to plan to kill themselves. So this is a very, very dark series. But still, I love it so very much. That's why Welcome to the NHK is in my number 4 spot. In the number 3 spot, I have just gotten this in, the good set, Toradora. Now, I truly love this series. This is a great series. It's a romance. It's a school life series. It's really good. It's about this guy, Ryuji. And he's a really nice guy. But the look on his face makes people think of him as a delinquent. Kids run and bump into him in the street. He looks at them saying, "Did you bump into me?" And they think he's going to mug them. And they hand him their wallets. But he doesn't keep their wallets, of course. He always brings them to the police officer, hands them and says, I think some people lost their wallets. Here they are. And he meets this girl, Taiga. And Taiga is known as the Palm Top Tiger. And she is an awesome tsundere character. And Ryuji likes one girl. Taiga likes this other guy. And basically they make a pact to help each other nail the people, basically land the one that they're each after. And as the series goes on, they get more acquainted with each other and relationship status in their heads change. And this is a beautiful story, wonderful characters. Surprisingly, in the dub, they just came out with this. It just came out just in July. They came out with this. This came out on July 1st. Finally dubbed for the first time. And one of the great voice actors in this series is Johnny Bosch. Yes, the same guy who does Ichigo in Bleach. The same guy that does Yukio in Blue Exorcist. He was the second Black Power Ranger in the original Power Rangers. Yes, that Johnny Bosch. Thus, that is why this is my 3rd spot. This for my number 2 spot is Fushigi. Now, this is a Spirited Away type story where a girl basically gets pulled into the pages of a book while wandering through the library. She goes into a restricted section. She finds this book. She opens it up and she gets sucked inside. And thus she has to fall and discover her destiny and why she was pulled into the book and what her purpose within it is. This is a great Spirited Away type story arc, just like Spirited Away. Interestingly enough, I love Spirited Away type story arcs. So that's the second one in my list that have a Spirited Away type story arc. And of course this is a shoujo, but I love it. The romance. The girl is surrounded by guys, gorgeous guys, but she picks one of them, even though there are a couple of them out the whole time pining for her hand. So this was a great series. It is a 52 episode series. It has 2 OVA sets afterwards to add on. You have so this was a good series, and I truly love it. This is my number 2 spot, Fushigi. Now finally, drum roll please. The number 1 favorite anime of all time in my list is 12 Kingdoms. Now this is another Spirited Away type story arc. This is about a girl named Yoko. She is the class president, but basically she's the kind of girl who puts on a persona both at home and at school to please others, to be the perfect girl at school, to be the perfect student. When she's home, she tries to be the perfect daughter. And one day, at school, this man appears called Keiki, and he pulls her into another world to face her destiny again. But in this series, she never returns. She is pulled into this world. She meets many characters, both friend and foe, and she rises to meet her destiny as queen of one of the kingdoms. And this series has my favorite character of all time, Rakashun, who is a Hanju. He's a half-human, half-beast, and he takes on the form of a rat. And I love him so much. So it's basically worthy that my favorite character of all time in anime is from my favorite anime of all time. Now, this series was based off of 7 books. Now, at one point, Tokyo Pop was translating the books and putting them out in English in America. They only got 4 books in before they went under, leaving 3 books more untranslated in English, which I am very upset about because I love this series so much and I so want to read the entire original format, where it originally came from, the original series, what it was based on. Because in this series there are 4 story arcs. Each one is one of the 4 books out of the 7 books in the series. So that means, even though I have watched this whole series many times, I have only experienced 4 of the books out of the entire series of the novels, which means I have 3 with storylines I have never covered, which I feel sad about. But these were my top 5. I love them so much. These were the ones that when I run out of new anime to watch, these are the first ones I always run back to rewatch right away. They're the ones that I can't get enough of. No matter how many times I watch them, I just can't get enough of. Thus, this is the old boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is your 82 signing out.